Gary Warren has the pole position. Bob Hill on his outside. The New Zealander Lyndon Kendall and Peter Addard. Then Bruce White and Ross Bolt. And towards the back of the pack, Newcastle's Alan Bates and Victoria's Max Demesny. Green flag waves, and a little slow to move on the inside was Gary Warren. Bob Hill went quickly from his position 2, and the American Steve Kinser is starting to wind up and moves his way into 4th place. The New Zealander Lyndon Kendall was forced to back off there, and Bruce White threw sideways. Now I believe that was brought about by the New Zealander Lyndon Kendall being forced to back off. He backed off going into the corner. Bruce White saw the car stop quickly, and White threw sideways when he thought that Lyndon Kendall was balked or had balked. But that's just bad luck. If a driver in front backs off, you take the chance on whether you're going to try and keep going or whether you throw sideways.
Plenty of good drivers in this race, don't worry. 8 laps before them. Bruce White at the rear of the field, the judge to have caused that interference and stoppage, and away they go. And Bobby Hill leads out, and Lyndon Kendall chasing him through, and Kinser, that Steve, in 3rd position, went high on the track and drove beautifully through a narrow gap. So Bobby Hill leads. Is one of them in trouble already, Gary Warren? Also Lyndon Kendall lost it and went high on the track, and Kinser shoots through into 2nd position, and would be expected to have too many guns for Bobby Hill as this race unfolds. But Hill going nicely low down, but Kinser in the better line. Look at him go, but Hill holds him out on turn 1. Then Lyndon Kendall, then the 53 car there of Peter Addard, and they'll need to go hard to catch these front runners. Bobby Hill, but round the outside goes Kinser, says see you later. And Steve Kinser, the number 1 American, hits the lead now. 4 to go when they come round here, so halfway through the race. Kendall went high in 3rd position. Next came Addard, and then through quickly after him is a car I don't quite pick up at the moment, but it's Kinser out in front. Then Bobby Hill, then Addard following through after Kendall. Barry Lewis is the one following Peter Addard through, but a long way from the lead, and the others tail out as Kinser. 3 to go. 2.5 now practically, then Bobby Hill, then Lyndon Kendall, then Addard, then Lewis, going quickly but not quickly enough for this front runner, who's going to lap Gary Warren. Over the line comes Kinser now, 100 metre gap to Kendall, then Bobby Hill, then Addard, then Lewis, then the number 5 car there. And that is Max Demesny, the man that had that sound troubles earlier on. But here's Kinser over the line, has lapped Warren. He's in his last lap now. Over the line, Kendall. Then Bobby Hill. Then Addard's going to be taken apart by Demesny. Went high, went low, and went through. But Kinser over the line first. Good drive, Steve Kinser. Shows his class there. Then Kendall, the New Zealand champion. Over the line next is Demesny. Beat Bobby Hill home, then Addard. Then the 41 car there of Alan Bates, the local boy. Bobby Kelly towards the back of the pack with White. Boy, oh boy, that was a pretty good drive of Kinser's. He had a few too many guns for them in experience, but it was a pretty good drive of Steve Kinser's. But the man that also caught the eye was this man crossing the start-finish line now, the number 5 Max Demesny, who picked up an enormous amount of territory during that race and ended up running 3rd with a very good drive. But Kinser, Roscoe, was too good.